This tutorial demonstrates a very quick way to create a new invoice in iForgeAhead. This technique is best used when you need to create a new invoice that is basically identical or very similar to an invoice you've created for the same client in the past. We'll begin on the full screen side by going to the menu bar at the top and selecting Invoices. From the Invoices list, in the Action panel, click Add New Invoice. We'll start the invoice by selecting the client, and if needed, you can always change the date or note if necessary. And once this information is the way you'd like it, click the green check mark to save. Now we have our invoice header, but instead of clicking the plus symbol to start adding charges one at a time, we're going to go over to the Action panel on the left. And if you are doing this on the mobile side of iForgeAhead, you'll have the same option, Copy Prior Invoice, but the Action panel on the mobile side is at the top of the screen. So click Copy Prior Invoice, and now you'll have a pop-up window that is asking you to select which prior invoice for this client you'd like to copy. It's showing all their finalized invoices in the past, and it's pre-selecting the most recent one. For each invoice, you have displayed the date of the invoice, the total amount, as well as the horses that were invoiced on that occasion. This will help you select, and if it is the most recent invoice, you can leave that checked and click OK. In our case, I'm going to say that we just finished working these 3 horses again, so I'm going to select that invoice by clicking the circle and then click OK. Now we're returned to our invoice page, and we have all the charges in our new invoice that duplicate the one we selected. If this is an identical copy of a previous invoice, you can simply click Mark Final. If needed, you can make any changes by editing any individual line with the pencil symbol, deleting a line with the red X, or adding additional charges with the green plus. Once the invoice has the charges that you need, simply click Mark Final, and your new invoice is complete. That concludes this tutorial. Thanks for choosing iForgeAhead.